guys, Stoutmeister here, and no, I'm not wearing shades to be the edgy guy that wears shades at night and inside or anything like that. My right eye is really irritated from my contacts right now, and I would rather my sunglasses be a distraction in this video than a red eye. So hopefully the redness will go away in a bit, and let's get this subject out of the way real quick. Now, the Catholic Church. You all know how much I love the Catholic Church. Continuously finding new ways to get followers, to worship their religion, and what better way to do that than adapting with the times. Now, Pope Francis. We all know about Pope Francis recently being inducted as Pope a few months back. There's an uproar about it with good reason in mind, knowing the Catholic Church's history. The Catholic Church decides to bring more indulgences into the 21st century. Now, for those that don't know what an indulgence is, it's basically when an organization, in this case the Catholic Church, grants you a free pass from any sort of punishment. In the Catholic Church's case, they're granted you a free pass from purgatory if you do these following things. Now, this was a really big thing with the Catholic Church during the Dark Ages when they would tax the living hell out of people when they had a position of power back then, until Martin Luther came around and other people started standing up against the Catholic Church. But even then, the Catholic Church had to find new ways to get followers and to get indulgences, money for their pedophilic priests, power, so on and so forth. And the Catholic Church decides to give you an indulgence, a free pass from purgatory, if you follow Pope Francis on Twitter. Yep, they are putting the Word of God in a tweet. As if it wasn't bad enough for organizations like the Catholic Church to put the Word of God in a building and in what rituals you partake in and how long you do them and so on and so forth, they decide to put the Word of God in tweets. Are you following Pope Francis? Are you following all his tweets? Are you responding to his tweets? Are you sharing his tweets? If you're not, then there's a little seat for you right over there at Purgatory. But if you are sharing the tweets, if you're following Pope Francis and all of his tweets, if you're fanboying for him, we're just going to get you out of Purgatory right here. We're going to put you in good blessing for a good amount of time. You got to figure that the Catholic Church has to find new ways to adapt. I mean, Christianity has been very good at marketing for quite some time. They had to find a way to do this because one of their other indulgences that they have is climbing the sacred steps at Rome. And you gotta figure that not everybody has the accessibility and the funds to fly all the way over there to climb the sacred steps, so why not have other options for people to follow, right? And this also has a little bit to do with the Pope's upcoming tour to Brazil and all this other stuff. Let's read a little bit of what this article has to say about their upcoming tour to Brazil and their new way of indulging people, now shall we? You don't obtain an indulgence like you get a coffee from a vending machine. It's not enough just to watch a mass online or follow Pope Francis via live streaming on your iPad or by connecting to pope2u.net. These are just devices, and a church is just a building, and a pope is just a man in a funny outfit. What really counts is that the tweet that the pope will send from Brazil or the photos from World Youth Day produce genuine spiritual fruit in the heart of the person. Doesn't sound like they're whoring themselves out at all now, does it? And this isn't the first time that the Catholic Church has used new ways to reaching out to new people. Back in 1931, when radio was still pretty much new, the Catholic Church took advantage of that. And I'm not saying that we shouldn't take advantage of what technological advances are out there. I just don't like how the Catholic Church has marketed themselves towards people. I don't like the very fact that they protect their pedophilic priests from prosecution, and I just don't like the fact that organizations like the Catholic Church devalue God when they're supposed to be preaching the word of God to the masses that follow the Catholic religion. It just disgusts me that organizations like the Catholic Church, televangelists, evangelists, so on and so forth, put the word of God in paper money, in buildings, how many people go to church, how you practice your rituals, whether it be prayer, whether it be bowing, whatever your sect slash denomination tell you as instruction on how to worship God properly. It just freaking disgusts me that this is coming from an organization like the Catholic Church. And funny enough, Christianity preaches against organized religion and so on and so forth, according to what a lot of Christians like to say nowadays. But even then, it's still a religion, and you still have to pray, you still have to worship God. Don't give me this bullshit that Christianity is not a religion. Jefferson Bethke. Yeah. Last time I checked in the Bible, Jesus destroyed business vendors that were inside the Temple of Jerusalem. Jesus did this because the church had become a business. Funny enough how we can metaphorically compare that to today's society, whether it be the Catholic Church, whether it be televangelists selling you miracle water, no evil oil, performing their little exorcisms and faith healings on stage, which a lot of that has proven to be fraudulent, and so on and so forth. It is just fucking disgusting how much these people use religion to manipulate the masses. And we have the audacity in America to say that Christianity is under attack, that Christianity is in hiding, Christianity has no power, so on and so forth. If Christianity really didn't have as much power as you say, radical Christians, they wouldn't have their own television networks. You wouldn't have televangelists on the Oprah Winfrey Network. And they just wouldn't have as much power as they do. And last time I checked, about 78 to 80% of Americans are Christian. And Catholicism, Christianity, is one of the most followed religions in the freaking world. So, yeah, take that excuse and shove it right up your fucking asses. That's all I pretty much have for this video right here. And before I end it, let's get Muggy out here to throw in his 2 cents right here. My shut the fuck up line has pretty much been summed up already with this video and my other videos about religion in general, but especially with this video about how the Catholic Church throughout history has used manipulation to gain followers. They've protected their pedophilic priests and so on and so forth, and I would just like to use my shut the fuck up line to address those issues right here. Now, if you have your own shut the fuck up line that you want to use, be sure to leave it in the comment section below, because I'm not whoring out the comment section at all, and cheers, motherfuckers! Today's Thirst Quencher and episode was brought to you by Smirnoff Grape. It is fucking awesome. That's all I have to say about that. Now, stay tuned for more videos. Take care. See you later.